We keep it. Yo, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of the show about another podcast. I'm your host, JunesEightyEIght, and the homie West Side Izzy is. What's going on?
Crazy week last week.
Yes, it was. Yes,
Crazy
it
week
was.
last week.
It was a hard week for both of us, man. Like, cause we brothers, and I felt the pain. I'm like, I was right in the trenches with you, man. I was right there, brothers, and not brothers. Like, I gotta stand by my partner through his situation. So we ain't gonna talk about it. It's personal business. But yo, what's going on with you, man?
Better now than what I was last week. I'll tell you that much. Everything is smooth sailing on our front. Uh, Took some time to get my mind back on track and to get everything situated, but we good now over here.
That's good. It's good.
And ready to talk some sports, ready to talk some life, and just have a good time, have a good laugh.
Speaking
With
of life,
yeah.
you want to open up this. You said we having a mini conversation before this, and you said you had something else you want to talk about. Let's just get to it. Like sweet tea.
Well, hold up, wait. Before we get to the sweet tea, let me open. I gotta give you the story.
Oh,
That I gotta give you the story that's. Oh my gosh! I didn't
we
zoom.
gotta get back to our regularly schedule.
Boy, zoom me in like whoa. But anyways, so you've ever like you've been on on Twitter slash X, and your favorite team has like a giveaway, like retweet this and comment this to win like this, whether it be a signed mini helmet or something here, whatever, right?
Yeah,
And like you have restaurants that'll do the same thing too. Like if they're sponsoring your favorite team, like the Eagles, right? Retweet this and get like a $15 gift card plus like some merch and to celebrate the win or whatever, right?
right.
Yeah. So Saturday happens. Bengals taking on the Minnesota Vikings. I watched the game, like the full game.
All right.
Minnesota like just having their way with Cincinnati. And I'm looking at it like, bro, I don't know what's going on with Cincy right now, but they need to turn it around because if Cincy loses this game, kiss the playoffs goodbye. Like it's going to be difficult to recover from this one.
Right.
Needless to say, Jake Browning, he gets in his bag, becomes like mini Joe Burrow, 324, two touchdowns, like just goes crazy. Like the team goes crazy. Like T. Higgins high points the ball at the 1 yard line, reaches behind him and just gets the ball over the pylon to score a touchdown with 39 seconds to go in the fourth quarter, like ties the game up. They go into overtime, they win in overtime. Bengals are now 8-6. They hold the 6th seed in the playoff race as of right now. And the cool part about that game was if they won that game, nothing that happened going into yesterday's games and even today's game, like nothing that happened after their game was going to affect their playoff seeding.
Right.
So in Cincinnati, there's two chili companies over there. You got Gold Star Chili and you got Skyline Chili.
Right.
So Skyline Chili has this like little contest where like, yo, comment 3 emojis and how you feel, and like we'll pick a winner to get like a $15 gift card and a beanie away. So I did it. I commented 3 emojis and I did the little hashtag and I was like, all right, cool. I get a comment today from Skyline Chili themselves saying that I won the contest.
But
There's a but.
oh Lord Jesus.
So
Back.
so I can't. So they're like, you're in. Send us a DM with your full name, your address, so we can send you the reward or whatever. And I'm like, all right, cool. So I send them my name, my address, my where I live at. All I send them the full info. I get a message back.
I know where this is going. I already know where this is going. Go ahead. I already know where this is going.
I get a message back, and this is what it says. Hi, Jordan. Unfortunately, only residents of Ohio, Kentucky, Indiana, and Florida are eligible to win our giveaways per our disclaimer rules. Is there another address that we could send this to? I tell them, unfortunately, not. That hurts, but I understand. And they're like, we're sorry about that. We appreciate you being a fan. So
Yes.
because I don't live in Ohio, Kentucky, Indiana, or Florida, I don't get to enjoy that sweet Skyline chili. I don't get that cool looking beanie. And I don't get that $15 gift card.
I mean, well, you couldn't. I mean, well, I mean, I get it. I mean,
I get it. Like if I have family in Florida. The thing is though, like he doesn't have his own place. So unfortunately, I don't have an out there. So
that sucks.
it does suck. It does suck. It does suck. But you know what though? The show goes on. I'm still liking Skyline chili, and I will make my way out to Ohio one day, and I will get me some from the spot. OHIO, my friend.
Oh
But
yeah.
speaking of food, this man right here, we
I said,
both in the South. I live in the Southeast coast. I live in the coastal empire. My boy here lives in
Southwest, if you want to call it.
Southwest, out here in D town, in the five county area of Dallas, Fort Worth.
I already
This
know
man
that.
right here, so we know a little thing or two about sweet tea.
Look,
Wait,
go ahead.
before we hopped on, my man's like, "Do you like sweet tea?" And I'm like, "Of course. If you're in the South, like you gotta love sweet tea." He's like, he
I
showed
mean,
me.
Southerners don't like sweet tea, so I don't trust them. I don't trust them. I don't
This
trust
man shows me a bottle of pure leaf sweet tea. And I'm like, okay, that's pretty good. He looks at me with a straight face. And what did you say, sir?
I ain't gonna say it on this show, but
No. Please let your pure leaf emotions come
I
out.
don't like pure life tea. Like I like
Pure
it's like
leaf, leaf.
pure leaf, pure life, pure whatever. It's disgusting. Now Milo's got some sweet tea. Now Milo's extra sweet tea is fire. Their regular tea is mid, but the extra sweet is oh my gosh good. They need to sell it. They sell everything by the jug.
I think we got Milo's out here.
What's up?
I think we have Milo's here.
I think we don't have one in Texas, but we got one across the.
Do they sell them at Walmart, wherever you're
They
at?
do, but they got a Milo's restaurant in Alabama.
See, we don't have a Milo's restaurant. We just got the Milo's sweet tea.
Yeah, so,
yeah, we got those.
So the extra sweet tea is fire. They lemonade fire, but the half and half on a palm it's good, it's cool, but it ain't as good as the lemonade by itself. Like you just can't.
Wait, Arnold Palmer's, you got to be careful with those. You got to be careful with the Arnold Palmer's because it's like you got to have the right sweet tea and you got to have the right lemonade to make the right Arnold Palmer. You just can't mix any other and there are some like mixes like the Arizona sweet tea. They have their version of the Arnold Palmer, which to me, I actually enjoy those ones. I like their green tea. I like their sweet tea. Their Arnold Palmer, they half and half. They have some good drinks. Like I'm not gonna front. It depends on like who makes the sweet tea and who makes the lemonade. That's how you get the right Arnold Palmer.
Yeah, so like I say now, with me it's kind of like what is it called? You got, like I said, my mom makes the best sweet tea. How she makes it, like I said, if you ever in the city, she gonna brew you up something. The way she makes it, like it's like
I'll be looking forward to that.
It's not normal how she makes it. It's fine.
It's not normal.
It's the way you think of brewing tea is not the way she brews tea.
I like it.
So
I like how it sounds already.
So now when it comes to tea brands, I grew up on Louisiana, but now I like Lipton's a little bit. Because I go to Whataburger a lot, and I don't know who. Like, let me tell you something. I don't know who be making the tea there, but every time I go, it be just right. It's like, you know how something be so sweet to make your stomach hurt.
Mm-hmm.
It's like almost to that level of sweetness, but you dial it back. You gotta load it up full of that cube, that crushed ice, that Sonic ice they have. They got that. You get it just right. You let it
marinate for a second.
Let it marinate. And the only time I had good pure leaf tea is when I went to Wingstop and the girl that made it, I told her about the girl that made it, said she said, yo, it's not sweet enough. It's the way she makes it. That's my girl. That's my girl right there. And I go in there every time. Did you make the tea today? So yeah, I made it. I know it's good. I know it's good.
As soon as all you gotta do is ask, you did it? I bet.
I asked like, who made this tea? She got real defensive the first time, like she got real like I did. This is delicious. I like it. Whatever you did, do it again.
Whatever you did, do it again. Hey, so we gotta talk. And look, I know this is not your wheelhouse. I know this where we're about to travel to. You do not.
Where we going?
Talk about life. We gotta talk about some baseball because we had some baseball news that happened over the week. You might have heard about this one. Shohei Ohtani makes his decision to sign with the LA Dodgers. They back up the Brinks truck for this man, 700 M's, 700 mil.
Well, here's the thing.
Let me ask you this. Go ahead. And I got a question to ask you.
When it comes, if I could play sports, if I could go back in high school, actually play sports, knowing what I know now, I would play. They break the bank for these fools in baseball.
There is no cap situation in baseball.
And I remember, you probably heard the story. It was a kid from Texas. I think he stayed in Duncanville, right, somewhere. He said he was going straight to the AAA out of high school. I'm like,
straight to AAA?
Or the AA? Which one's first?
Okay, so normally when the MLB does a draft, right? Depending on like what they're projected to come out, when they're projected to graduate and come out. So what happens is they'll play college ball, and then either they play college ball and then they go into the draft, and then from there they'll go into AA.
Okay, that's what he went to AA, right?
AA, then AAA, and then from there they'll get promoted to the MLB.
Okay, he went right to the AA.
Okay,
right out of high school. I'm like,
that's good.
I'm like this. I'm like, I know he's gonna be making some Skrilla. I'm sitting back, and this was like a few years ago. And I'm like,
here's the thing though. Let's go ahead and get this out of the way. AA and AAA, they don't make the same type of money like an MLB player. They don't.
I'm talking about in the future,
no, I know, but like right now, AA and AAA, they just got, I think the CBA, like they already organized the deal to where like they're gonna get like a base salary of some sorts. But before, bruh, they wasn't making bank like what you think.
Look, my thing is with baseball, it's a good. My hand-eye coordination ain't that great when it comes to a flying baseball coming at 100, at 100 or 200. Now football.
Wait. Okay. First and foremost, there's never been a baseball that goes 200 miles an hour. You gotta have like a
I'm just throwing out numbers. I'm just just saying, you coming out hot like that. I mean, like the way I seen the dude break a bat, hit the bat, whole bat explode. Like, gosh dang, well, how hard is? But anyway, the kind of money they get in the MLB, like, gosh.
There was a debate on Kyler Murray when he was coming out. He got drafted by the Oakland Athletics, and then he got picked up by the Arizona Cardinals. And like, it was a decision of like, would he go play baseball or would he go be playing in the NFL? And he chose NFL. I remember a lot of people were looking at him like, bro, you made like, why'd you do that? You could be making double the money you're making in the NFL on MLB alone.
Didn't they say 1 year that he was going to go back to that was still like,
I think so, but I'm not sure. I know Russell Wilson has gone and played ball with the Yankees.
When was this?
Russell Wilson has played ball with the Yankees. Yeah.
What year?
It was a few years back. He played training. He was in the spring training.
I'm just sitting back like, here's my thing. People like Deion Sanders,
Bo
Jackson. I'm like, how good are you? Like, you're not like
they were the prototypical two-way player, two-sport player.
Hold on, like I said, God gave you a gift of just genetic free. That's like David Beckham in soccer, killing it. Then he like, you know what? NFL. I wanna be a kicker for the NFL. He out there drilling it like, what's the record for the what's the record in
longest field goal?
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's Justin Tucker 61 yard, like 61 or 63.
Imagine David Beckham 60. Watch this 70 yarder. Bow. And imagine that's how you lose a game.
Actually, believe it or not, Dallas Cowboys have a guy like that. The Dallas Cowboys actually got a guy who played pro soccer for the MLS. Dude damn near hit a 62 yarder. I think he hit about a 60 or 61 yarder in their game before the one they had yesterday.
Shoot. It's good segue.
Wait. But before we segue into that to our next topic or whatever, bro. I'm still the Shohei Ohtani stuff, bro. Like 700 M's.
7
mil. Now, here's the thing though. It's 700 million, but
how many years?
It's 10 years, 700 mil. So it's 70 per year. But here's the kicker, right?
Okay.
He's only getting, I think, 20 mil over that 10-year span because of deferred money. Which means the way he's going to play, the way that he played out, and this was his idea. This was what he pitched out to the Dodgers. 700 M's over 10 years, but I want to do a deferred payment. So we're going to defer 680 of them M's after that 10-year span. I'll just take 20 over 10. Right?
Right.
That's 680. That's 68 per year. After that 10 years will be paid to him after. So the dude's going to be 50 years old, probably 40, 50 years old, and he won't get paid. He won't be getting paid that money. Basically, he's getting the Bobby Bonilla type of contract. But if someone was to come to you, Mr. Junie June, and they were to back up the Brinks truck and be like, we're going to give you 700 M's right now, what would you do with it?
700 M's like right now?
Like someone knocks on your door.
First of all, I want what I gotta do to get this money first. Like, what comes with this money?
No. They just Mr. Junie June, we are prepared to give you 700 M's. Nothing attached.
No funny business.
No funny business. Just 700 M's. It's all yours. What are you doing with it?
First, I'm gonna give my mama like, yo, pick a house, whatever the hell you want, get it, pick it, and I'm. Get it. Bye. Boom. Secondly, I'm going to buy me a building. I'm going to buy me a restaurant or something. Because everybody knows in Dallas it's hard to get a show. I'm going to open up a music venue for local artists. Like, it's going to be my stuff, but still, blah, blah, blah. And rent it out for a reasonable price and make my money back. It's going to pay for it. That joint going to pay for itself. I've done my research.
Okay.
Give me a nice little car. Give my mama don't drive, but still, I get her a nice little chauffeur. We know we got a family friend who drives, do airport work. Get her, hire him, put him on the payroll. Boom, drive my Dukes where she want to go. He's their family friend. All that. Hire him. Boom, invest it. Probably buy some property, buy some land, and just sit back and just make money. And then, oh man, like, dude, this it tour. Hey, book, put my own freaking tour. Call it the squad. Like, yeah, we going on tour next week.
That's what's okay.
Yeah, I'm in the stuff like that. I'm in the business of making more money, like future. Like, all right, cool. What can I do for the future? How can I set my future kids up for the future? So when they get here, they ain't got to worry about nothing.
Okay. I like that.
What would you do, Mr. Westside Izzy P? That's the main question.
Oh, so first and foremost, if someone was to knock on my door, offer me that 700 M's off rip, no questions asked, no strings attached, no nothing. First thing that I would do 350 of them M's, I'm throwing that in the savings. I'm throwing that in savings, investments. Like I'm making sure
But
that
let me say that. And whatever I'm a screw off like a good 10,000. I'm screwing off some. I'm screwing off. No, I'm screwing off 1 million. I'm a screw the hell out of 2 million. I'm gonna take 2 of those M's and I'm gonna
you're gonna set aside 2 M's. You're gonna set aside 2 M's and be like, yo, this is my play money.
Dude, I'm gonna buy a couple pairs of shoes. I'm a dead stock. I'm gonna get 2 of each. I'm a dead stock a pair and wear a pair. And I'm just gonna like I'm not a big spender anyway, but I just want that 2 in my account so I can see that I go out, I can just buy stuff. I'm not a big spender. I just want to have something on me. Like, yeah. Like, yo, fam, y'all want to go kick it for lunch on me today? Let's kick it for like I'm on some stuff. After I invested, buy my house and car, buy everything. I'm not a big car guy, but I gotta buy old school. But other than after I get all that stuff, we get down in the group chat. And once I get all that situated, I'm like, all right, where I'm at, I'm still like, how many M's I got left? Let me get 2 of those. Screw this off. First, off top, like, let me get 2 of them and put those to the side. And I'm going to do the rest with it. Because you can find a house, not that, a decent house.
Today's housing market, bro, like with 700 M's, you could find a house, pay it off, and be like, you ain't got to worry about, the only thing you got to do is utilities and like groceries. That's it. You ain't got to pay no mortgage on nothing.
Okay, but back to you, Go ahead.
Okay, so like I said,
we got to go on real quick.
So like I said, first and foremost, half that 350 M's, I'm putting that in savings, investments. Like I'm building my bank up. Like I got to make sure that my money is stacked up correctly. I'm putting the rest of it in. First and foremost, I'm paying the mortgage off of my family's home. Like I'm making sure that they set straight. Like they're not having to worry about paying no more of the house. So I want to make sure that that's set straight. Buying the property that's in Puerto Rico that belonged to my family, making sure that stays within the family. Like that way, that could be our, like when everything is said and done, that's our vacation home. That's our little spot to get away. Like whenever we just want to get away from the world and just want to like go off the grid, that's our spot. Make sure that that's squared away. I know like it's going to be within the family still, but like I want to make sure that if I had that money, that my grandparents' home or whatever, like that's something that I can hold. Because like you said, you're going to buy some property, some land, bro. I need that too.
Because people don't understand when I say good, and we're gonna go back to what you said. Like, people don't understand when I say buying property and buying land and buying like, because I say like, say somewhere in Georgia, right? And you just buy some property, like you don't know what you want to do with it. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna put a house on it or whatever. And say they start gentrifying or whatever, start building up the area.
Yeah.
And like, yo, there's some space out there in somewhere in Georgia. Like we're gonna start building up this area. But yeah, we can't build it because somebody owns it.
Yeah.
Like, who owns it? Izzy, okay, cool. Like, get your information. Jay, what's going on? What's going on? That property you're sitting on, we're trying to build a Target there. How much do you want for that? How much you want for this property? How much I want for this land? Okay, I can do that. I can do that. Like that.
Okay. So
that's how I think about it. That's how I think. That's why I be saying.
I get that argument, but in the sake of like where I'm coming from, no amount of money is gonna be worth what I got.
No. I'm not talking about in that city. I'm talking about in general, like not sure.
Oh no. Even still, like if I own property, like I'm not just gonna let you like. If I own property, like I'm gonna be very picky and choosy with who I want to do what with it.
Oh yeah, I'm saying you gotta be picky.
Like, I'm not just gonna let nobody, no contractor, no company come around here and be like, hey, we want to build a supermarket or whatever. Like, nah. Like if you're gonna do something with this land, you gotta do something that's meaningful. Like I'm not gonna have y'all just like destroy what I got right now over some building that's gonna rot away in like 15 years.
I feel you. Like I say, like
I can't like that. Nah. If I'm buying land, if I'm buying property or whatever, I want to make sure that it's like conservation land or like it's land that it's that I'm gonna get some sort of return on, like farmland or whatever.
oh yeah, of course. Like I
Like
said,
farmland. I want to make sure like there at least is getting some.
farmland. I see. I like that. Like I always say, if I get some land, I want to put a tiny home on there. A few plots of tiny homes, and theme them out, like rent them out for like the holiday season and what.
Yeah, like for me, like my thing is like, yo, let me get some farmland. I'll let me get some farmland. I will pay a family to come out, farm whatever they want, whatever the proceeds they get, whatever they get off of that the proceeds they get for that, by all means, like, they could keep 75% of the profits. I get 25.
Right. And what else you gonna do? What else you gonna do with the money? What else you gonna do?
Okay, so let's see. 350, that's savings, investments. I'm paying my family's mortgage off, buying some land or property. I gotta have a little play money too. So like I definitely want to travel. I definitely want to, visit other areas. I definitely want to fly around and see different spots. I gotta come visit Texas. I gotta see Cali. I might buy a spot out there. Now, if I got that bread, Cali's expensive. I might buy a spot out there and just be like, yo, this is my summer home.
Look,
This is my home right here.
Like I gotta say, me, I would move somewhere out where my homegirl lives at, her mom, buy a spot out there. But hell no, because the city of New York, oh hell no.
Bro, either go Cali or Florida, one of those two. Like,
You want to go to crazy ass Florida?
hey, look, man, I ain't scared of no Florida, man.
Man, Florida's crazy.
Okay, wait. So either it's Cali, Florida, Ohio, those three spots.
I see where you at. But like I said, like I gotta go to the music area with that.
I hear you. But let's see.
That or Toronto.
Okay. You know what?
I would have a winter house in Toronto.
You know what? I would go either. If I wanted to stay in the States, it's gonna be Ohio, Florida, Cali, or if I'm going like overseas, I'm going straight to Japan.
Everybody want to go.
Japan or South Korea, one of those two.
I want to go to. You don't want to end up in North. You'll never leave.
What? No, I'm not. No, like, dude, North Korea, the way they play things out there, and I'm not. We
ain't gonna do it.
We won't do it. No. We ain't doing that. But nah, man. But like, bro, like 700 M's, like, dog, that's crazy money, bro. But shout out Shohei, yo, get your bag the way that you do, man. Who knows? Maybe. And you know what's funny though? There was a stat like someone brought up, someone brought this stat up about the Los Angeles Dodgers, the last 10 seasons.
Yeah.
The last 10 seasons, they have won 90 plus games. Now, remind you, it's 162 games in an MLB season, right?
Right.
So, in the last 10 seasons, from 2014 to 2023, they have won on average 93, about 96, 97 games. So, in 2014, they won 94 games. In 2015, they won 92. In 2016, they won 91 games. In 2017, they won 104 games. In 2018, they won 92 games. In 2019, they won 106 games. 2020, the COVID season, had a shortened 60-game season. They won 43.
Right.
In 2021, they won 106 games. In 2022 and in 2023, they both won 100 games. Well, 2022, they won 111 games. 9 out of those 10 seasons, they were first place in their division.
Right.
Every single season, besides the year that they won 43 games, they lost in the playoffs, either in the divisional round or in the championship round. They did not win, or no, they either lost in the divisional round, lost in the championship round, or they lost in the World Series. So adding Shohei Ohtani, a lot of people are upset about, like, oh my gosh, they're building this team. And I'm like, well, they're trying to go all in because for the last 10 seasons, they've won like over 100+ games. They've been first place in their division for the longest time. They've made the playoffs, but they just cannot seem to get over the hump and win the whole thing. Now, like I said, the only time they won the World Series was when they won 43 games. They've only won a championship when the season was condensed due to COVID. But other than that, every full season they've played, they have yet to win a title.
How many games in baseball?
162. Now, let me ask you this question, because I'm going to ask you this question because I think it kind of fares into like where we're going to go next.
Okay.
If a team goes, like I just said, the Dodgers, they've won over 100 games and they've been in first place of their division and they've gone to the playoffs, but yet they have failed to win a championship in many of those years. But the only time they were able to do that was like a shortened season.
Right.
My question is to you, if a team in any sport can consistently play well in the regular season, but for some often reason cannot finish it in the postseason and win a title, but the only way they can win a title is in like a shortened season, or like there's some sort of like a little funky madness, what is going on is happening.
Right.
Is that team considered is that team fraudulent?
They're
Is that team like, are they a really good regular season team? And that's like all they'll ever be, or like are they just like they like what's your perception of that?
I feel like this. I go back to the Panini season.
Yeah.
The bubble in the NBA. It's like I don't watch basketball. So I just say when the Lakers won, I feel like there's a little asterisk by that because in the bubble, everybody wasn't playing.
Right.
And like everybody wasn't playing. So it's not like you okay, the Lakers at the time were good. I'm not saying it's a bad team.
No, we're not discrediting the team.
I'm just saying, and then again, I gotta talk about this right here. Would you have been that team if everybody was on that team? Would you have been those same team in a home atmosphere where everybody is chomping at the bit, jam-packed arena, and you gotta really play? You
right.
feel like,
yeah,
it's like you won, but like everybody gonna be like, well, the bubble. Do we really count that year? Like everybody wasn't playing. All the like people like people sitting out like, but that is no to discredit to the team. But at the same time, like it was like one of the things like the NBA, like, yo, y'all want to play? Y'all can, like y'all don't have to. But if y'all do play, y'all gotta stay here. You can't go nowhere, guys. You gotta stay in this, facility. You cannot leave.
Right.
So it's like people missing their family, people got kids, they missing holidays. I mean, it was during the summer, but he missing birthdays, whatever's going on, anniversary. Yeah. You don't want to miss all that. So like, no, I'll sit out. But now, I feel like with stuff like, and going back to the condensed season, like I would like to say you won, but it's like asterisk, like, you won, but the circumstance, that's what we had.
You know what's funny though? This is something that I caught. This is something that I caught very interesting. So when the Dodgers, they made their pitch to get Shohei Ohtani, right? Like everybody had a suspicion that he was going to sign with LA anyway. He was going to sign with the Dodgers. I think it was the GM and Dave Roberts, who's the bench coach, the skipper, what they call. Right. I think they both made the same pitch, and they were like, look, we've had 10 successful seasons and we've won a World Series, but it's still been a failure those 10 years. It's still been a failure of those 10 years. And I'm like, so the World Series you won in a condensed season, you're grouping that all together as a failure of operations because you haven't won the big one in a full season. To me, that just says to me that you don't even believe that title is legit.
You can't, because I feel like But
here's the thing though, like we know that title isn't as legitimate as like you play a full season and you go through the rigorous dimensions of like the postseason. We know that, but there are fans out there that will hold on to that title in 2020, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, we got a world championship, and y'all haven't won a world title in so long." And I'm like, bro,
but that's when you argue like, yo, look at the circumstance. Like saying NBA is 82 games, right?
yep.
So if the season 82, but you play 32, it don't really matter because, like, dude, you didn't even play the full season. Or you 82 and they played 22 games, like, and then like, yo, if you playing like that, if your whole team can't stay healthy in 22 or 32 games, like that's insane. Yeah. Then you gotta play 7-game series. It's like, come on now, you can't really brag. Everybody, like, it's kind of like, let's be real. Let's keep it all the way funky. I'm gonna keep it brutally out. Only because they doing good this year.
Go ahead.
If the Detroit Lions would have went to the Super Bowl 2020, beat the Patriots, beat the damn Tampa Bay, went to the Super Bowl and won in the Panini season.
Panini season.
Everybody like, the Detroit Lions won, but that parade would not have been the same because of the circumstances. Like, y'all won, but it's not the same as, you know what I'm saying? It's like people not playing, you know. It's not, you got the championship. Your city never even sniffed one. But you got one. Nobody can take that away. But it's always like, all right, you got to do it again with everybody playing, and you got to do it that way. Now, we're talking football.
Oh, okay. Let's talk football right now.
Okay, so hold on. I just got to get this out the way because we didn't talk about it because the last 2 weeks because of situation. Now,
oh boy, I'm gonna let you go off.
Off rip, off muscle.
Oh boy, I'm gonna sit back and enjoy this one because I just want to hear what you got to say.
Now, he projected an argument like, yo, do you think the Eagles would have been different if Brock Purdy would have played? Now, looking at how
we were gonna, you know what?
Now I look at him like, it would have been a different game. I would definitely say it would have been a different game. An absolutely different game. I will not even deny it. Why? Because we got him the first time. Like I said, it's not our fault that he got injured. He got injured, so it's not really his. You get sacked. You think people get sacked all the time and get pulled down and get injured.
Knocking his elbow out of socket was not his fault.
He wasn't intended to. Now, if he was intended to, all right, you come down, and so his arm is gone. Hey, not his fault.
But who's the one that hit him?
Hassan, right? But it was an accident. It was a freak accident. There you go. But
it was still your fault.
I mean, tomato, potato. You know what I mean? Applesauce, orange.
You got to take responsibility for that one.
Yeah, you did. That's like, I'm in your house, I walk over and knock over a lamp. I mean, it was kind of on the edge, but yeah, I take it back, but it's not my fault. I bumped into it. There was some water on the ground that you spilled that you didn't clean up, and I slipped on it. I slipped and broke the lamp, but you the one put the water on the ground and didn't clean it up. But I digress.
Don't you be looking for no loophole?
No, I digress. It would have been a different game. I absolutely agree it would have been a different game. And going to the second game, I don't know what the hell went wrong against them boys.
That was wild. That was wild.
I don't, like I said, the Eagles got by on the skin of their teeth a lot. And us in Philly, not me, I'm not in Philly, but as a Philadelphia Eagle fan, it's one of them things where, like, all right, this is like getting away by the skin of your teeth every time. Like, it's kind of like, I got to use this, but it's not a bad example, but it's a good example. Yeah. It's like having unprotected sex with a chick. And every time you skim away and she don't get pregnant. But on that last time she gets knocked up, now you a daddy. Why are there balloons, man? This is the worst time for balloons. But I'm just saying, you think about it. In situations, you go to the well one too many times. Oh, she didn't knocked up this time, but then that one time you do get caught. Like, man, they caught up to me. You're doing dirt, and you
Bruh,
get
okay. So when it comes to your Eagles, the one thing I always said to you, and you can vouch, I've said it multiple times. Have I not?
you have
Y'all are cutting it close.
you. I agree, but
And what happened? The
they,
times that you guys were cutting it close, y'all nearly got caught. Y'all found a way, but y'all nearly got caught.
but here's the issue with it.
Now, and now the Eagles, who were holding the 1 seed, have dropped back-to-back games. And on top of that, you drop back-to-back games in like practically blowout losses. You guys got blown out by the 49ers at home in Philly.
I didn't see that coming.
And then you go to Dallas and you guys get blown out by Dak Prescott and company in Jerry World.
But see, here's the thing. I admit I don't know what happened. Like, I don't understand. It's like when you don't do what got you to the dance. I think
I'm gonna say this, you guys. Okay, so it could be the combination of the fact that you guys don't have your offensive coordinator and your defensive coordinator. Because remember, Steichen and who was the offensive coordinator?
Sure, I forget, man. I forget.
Basically, both your coordinators are now head coaches in Indianapolis and Arizona.
Oh, that good. Oh, yeah, but dig this. But hold on, before we get when you stop doing what got you somewhere, that's what the Eagles are too predictable. I just seen, and we're gonna talk about the real situation. Cause I ain't letting nobody slide on that one.
The real situation.
Cause we're gonna talk about it. When you don't run the ball the way you run the ball, you got Swift, who is his name, Swift, getting you hundreds upon hundreds of yards running. I seen this man do things running I've never seen. Miles Sanders didn't even do that last year. Hell, Kenneth Gainwell ain't even doing what that. It's insane how Swift is. And you don't do what you've been doing. You switch it up. It's like, dude, why are you switching it up? Just keep doing what you're doing. And you win games. And look at what the Niners are doing. They run the ball well. They keep Brock Purdy in the pocket. He throws the ball. He does what he got to do. It's like the Eagles and the San Francisco run the same damn play style. Like, just you got two of the best runners. You got two of the best freaking wide receivers. I mean, San Francisco got Debo and Kittle, but you know,
and Ayuk and Jennings and everybody else.
You got receivers, but you got AJ Brown giving you 100 yards a game. You got Smitty doing this thing. You got Dallas Goedert going crazy. Jalen Hurts can get you in the air and on his feet. And you got two men.
Speaking of Jalen Hurts, he may not even be playing tonight.
He gonna play. I got a feeling he gonna play. I mean, I'm not sleep on Mariota, but I think Jalen gonna. I think he's gonna like, yo, I'm gonna play this. It's just like he got too much fight in him not to play. But I'm saying all that to say, when you stop doing what you do, that's what gets you. Like, yo, just do what you've been doing the whole time. Don't switch it up. But they didn't do that in those two games, and they know it. And now, like I said, this is a big game, so I think the Eagles are going to take it very seriously. But Geno Smith may not be playing either, so we may be getting Marcus Mariota and Andrew Luck, so that's going to be
You mean Drew Lock?
I said, yeah, him too. Andrew
Luck is retired. See,
oh,
yeah, he been retired. But yo, I want to talk right now.
No, we gotta talk about these. No, we gotta talk about this. No, I'm not letting this shit ride. The Buffalo Bills. We not getting past this. I'm just gonna go back. Cowboy fans, y'all had a lot to say when the Eagles had to beat the damn Buffalo Bills in overtime. Y'all scored 10 funky. I ain't even what my man I ain't gonna say his name because I don't like him because he's a Jets fan. He said, I don't even count those points they count. They're 10. Then y'all scored 3 funky ass points. 3. But y'all want to talk about how y'all beat the Eagles. See, that's the problem with y'all Cowboy fans. Y'all live in the past. Y'all got to find any kind of way to make yourselves feel good. But we beat the Eagles, though. But y'all got to be. But we beat y'all. Y'all lost to the Niners. But y'all lost. We lost to the Niners. Y'all lost to the Niners. So what you saying? Y'all, but to be real, we both got 2 blowout losses on us. If we really want to be real, y'all got annihilated by the Niners, and I got annihilated by the Bills. We got annihilated by the Niners and the Cowboys. So we both in the same goddamn boat. Make it make sense, Izzy. Make it make sense, Izzy. And then when the Bills got the lead, they never gave that joint back. And I'm gonna say it, Dallas, y'all only good in Dallas. And now you got to go to what Nick Bosa say? We gave a blueprint to beat Philly. Well, the Bills gave a blueprint to beat the Cowboys. Talk nice to me. Talk nice to me. Go ahead, it's yours. Go ahead. You got it. Now I'm on one today.
That's not my fight to play. That's not that. I don't got to know. I do not have. That's not my area talk. I'm not one. I'm not even going to get involved in that situation. I'm gonna let you have all that.
They on the 5 seed now, and we at the 2. Ain't we 2? Yeah, we 2 seed. Come on.
I'm just saying
on the road. Y'all got to go on the road.
I'm just gonna say this. The Cowboys had to go. They had to be perfect, and I mean they had to pretty much run the entire gauntlet just to secure, not only a playoff spot, which they secured yesterday when Atlanta lost, but they had to go pretty much run the gauntlet just to solidify what could be NFC East title if they ran the gauntlet correctly.
But see, here's my issue. Let me calm down. I say this. I'm speaking directly to the Cowboy fans, the delusional fans. I'm already got people telling me look, saying Cowboys going to the Super Bowl. Do y'all say this? Pump your brakes. Stop counting money before you spend it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't count your chicken before they hatch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, watch how stuff play out. You don't know how this gonna play out. Just play. Y'all gotta go on. Y'all in Miami this week.
Mm-hmm.
Then y'all are in where? What they got next? They got the Detroit. And Detroit is like, my gosh. I don't know what is up with Detroit. Like, I've never seen Detroit play this good in my life.
Didn't I tell you? I have tried to warn you. I've warned you on multiple occasions. I have told you.
It's the Lions. There's no. I don't.
It doesn't matter. It does not matter. Look, you can count the seasons of past so many times and be like, oh, this is what they're going to be. You can't do it this time.
Look, let me tell you.
Look, you should have seen the progression that this Detroit Lions team was going to make last year when they walked into Lambeau and won that last game.
You know what? I think after Detroit Lions beat Kansas City,
that should have been the giveaway.
Dude, I didn't see that coming.
That should have been the giveaway.
I'm like, but then again, all right, they got in Detroit has been winning.
And I've been trying to tell you, but you don't want to listen.
Look, I will say Detroit is good, but they got to make a deep playoff run for me to be like, all right, these.
All I'm gonna say is this: they get into the playoffs, first time in like I don't know how long. Like Minnesota has been on a heater. They lost to Cincinnati this past Saturday, which means I think Detroit has a clear path to win the NFC North, which means they'll be hosting a playoff game.
I got a question.
I
got a question. How deep is your loyalty for? Oh, but Detroit played the Cowboys in Dallas, so the Dallas Cowboys may get that one. Cowboys may get that because the Cowboys are good in Dallas. But if the Detroit Lions
if Detroit makes a playoff, okay, but I'm gonna say this. If Detroit makes
I'll get you a Detroit Lions t-shirt. I'll get you a t-shirt if they make a deep playoff run because They got to make it to the Super Bowl for you to get a jersey.
Now I'll even go and say this. You know what would be crazy?
What's up?
Detroit makes a playoff appearance. They host a playoff game. First game they got to play is the LA Rams. And guess who makes their return to Ford Field?
Oh, what's his name?
Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford goes back to the house he built to play his old team.
That's crazy.
But I just want to go ahead and
I had my man. I'm good now. I'm good now.
You good now? Cool. Let me go ahead and I got to speak my piece now because yesterday was a good day. Yesterday was a great day. As you know, I'm a Bengals fan, but I'm also supporting another team.
Oh, yeah.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And why am I supporting that team? Well, it's because of one man. I've been a fan of this guy for the longest time. Baker Mayfield. I said that when he went to Tampa Bay, that Tampa Bay would be a 10-win team, that he would have a career resurgence, and that after this year alone, because right now he's on a 1 year, $4 million, no, 1 year, $8 million deal.
Right.
After this year, he was going to get extended.
Mm-hmm.
And I possibly could see 2-3 years. Yesterday, this man, Baker Mayfield, walks into Lambeau Field for the third time in 3 years. In 2021, he walked into Lambeau Field with the Cleveland Browns, lost 24-22, threw 4 interceptions, 2 touchdowns. He walks into Lambeau Field in 2022 with the LA Rams, loses 24-12, threw a pick and a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
This was the third try in 3 years. He walks into Lambeau Field. Walks into Lambeau Field with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He goes 22-28, 381 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. And he is the first visiting quarterback to post a 158.3 perfect passer rating. The only quarterback besides him to post a perfect passer rating in Lambeau Field at home, Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Bleeping Rodgers. Say it right.
Aaron Bleeping Rodgers.
I put like this. And I asked you a question. Do you think they're going to drop the bag on Baker? Like, what would Baker have to do to get the starting job? And I to keep the starting job in Tampa.
I'm okay. I'm gonna answer it like this.
Answer it.
I'm gonna answer it like this. So as of right now, after week 15, this is his stat line. Baker Mayfield has 3,315 yards passing, which is 12th in the league. He has 24 touchdowns, which is 8th in the league, or tied for 8th, to 8 interceptions. He has a 63.5 completion percentage, a 94.7 rating, and a 54.8 QBR, which is 17th in the league as of right now. For Baker Mayfield to get extended, which I believe is possible, this man right here is on track. For the first time in his career, he is on track to reach 4,000 yards passing and 30 touchdowns before the season's up. If Baker Mayfield can finish the season strong, they have Jacksonville at home for the next game. They have the New Orleans Saints, who they've already beaten. That's right. It's a thumbs up. I'll take it.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. How the hell does Florida have 3 teams?
Don't look at me. I don't know.
I'll be like, how y'all got 3 teams?
It's like the Giants and the Jets. 2 teams.
In their stadiums, if they play each other, who's the home team?
That's a good question. And the funny part is, like, they don't play each other in New York. They play each other in New Jersey. By the way,
stupid part.
That's the dumb one.
That's the
doesn't make no sense. That's like
Commanders. They don't even play in. They don't play in.
That's it's like Dallas and Houston. No. It's like the Chargers and the Rams. They both play at SoFi.
Dude, the Dallas Cowboys don't even play in Dallas. They play in Arlington. That's a suburb of Dallas. Like, y'all don't even play in Dallas. Arlington is like outside of Dallas. That's not even in Dallas.
Okay, but we're
Like,
not talking about the Dallas Cowboys right now. We're not talking about all that.
Commanders, they play in what stadium they play in? They play in Maryland, I think. No, they play in DC.
Okay. We will have this conversation for another day. We will have this conversation.
Exactly. When you start thinking about stuff, you think too like, wait a minute, they don't even do.
We will discuss this at a later date, but right now I'm talking about Baker Mayfield, and I'm gonna say this:
Baker Mayfield.
I'm gonna say this about him.
He may put you in your feelings. You don't know what kind of Baker
you never know. But you asked me, what would it take for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to drop the bag?
Yep.
Jason Light, the GM of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, posted a tweet that was very telling yesterday after the game. After the Buccaneers announced that he was the only visiting quarterback to have a 158.3 perfect passer rating, Jason Light posted a GIF on his account that basically was like this.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
And I'm thinking to myself, Baker finna catch that extension. Now, look, I'm going to be the first to say, look, I've been following the dude for the longest time. And there are a lot of people out there. There's a lot of critics, a lot of analysts, a lot of fans out there that don't give Baker his props. They're like, they look at the past and everything that's happened with him in Cleveland, the 4 years that he was there, the half of a season that he was in Carolina, the rest of the season that he was in LA. And everybody likes to just point at the fact like, well, he didn't like, as a number one overall pick, you haven't done what a number one overall pick is supposed to do. But given the situation, and if you want to pick and choose why he hasn't done what he's supposed to do, be my guest. But don't leave out context. Don't leave out all the details into like why things played out the way they played out.
Right.
Right now, you look at Baker Mayfield. He's on pace, like I said, to throw for 4,000 yards and 30 touchdowns before the season is up. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are right now 7-7, which I know a lot of people look at that record and you're like, okay, that's got to be like, second, third place in your division. No, they're in first place in a division that is just
broken,
to be saying the least. But Tampa Bay's first place in the division right now. They have Jacksonville coming into town this Sunday. And the thing is, Trevor Lawrence, he just suffered a concussion in last night's game versus the Ravens. He may not be playing this Sunday, which means that Tampa Bay defense, they might get a chance to show out, and Baker might have a chance to add on to his career right now. If Tampa Bay wins this game versus Jacksonville, and if the New Orleans Saints lose this Thursday versus the Rams, Tampa Bay, all they got to do is just beat either the Panthers in Carolina or at home.
I mean, let's be real.
Wait, just hold on. All they got to do, if they beat Jacksonville at home and the Saints lose in LA to the Rams, all Tampa has to do, beat the Saints at home or beat the Carolina Panthers in Carolina. One of those two, they claim the NFC South. They're hosting another playoff game. And if Tampa Bay makes the playoffs, if Baker Mayfield leads this team into the playoffs, and let's say they win a playoff game, they win. Because depending on how the seeding plays out, they might have to play the Eagles. They might have to play the Cowboys. We don't know.
I put it this way.
Baker he's gonna get extended. Like I can see him getting a 2 to 3 year extension.
Possibly, and I feel like this. They gonna beat the Panthers, man. You see what them Panther tickets was? 45 cents, 42. I'm thinking they joke. Somebody post like, bro, Panthers, y'all down that bad? Like somebody had $4 you could get to the game.
Put it like this. The Carolina Panthers are in a position right now where it's like, yeah, you had a head coach that had a team ready to play. And oh my gosh, Steve Wilkes, was it? Was it Steve Wilkes? Because he was the defensive coordinator when Baker was there, and then he took over when Matt Rule got fired. And the team wasn't doing too great, but then they turned it around and they nearly went 9-8. They were like 7-9, 7-10. So he turned that team around. Steve Wilkes had that team going. And everybody thought he was going to get the opportunity to head coach that team, but never happened. Now you had Frank Wright come in, and all of a sudden he doesn't even last the season. And now you got an interim head coach, and now you got to look for another head coach. On top of that, you got a rookie quarterback in Bryce Young, where they busted up O-line, and the receivers that they got is just like, man. It's like the situation over in Carolina, it just hasn't been great over the past few seasons. And look, was I optimistic when Baker was over there? Yeah, I thought he was going to turn something around. I thought he was going to, like, do a little something. Unfortunately, it didn't turn out well because as the season went on, we saw what type of mess it was over there in Carolina. It just unfortunately progressed into Bryce Young's rookie season, and it didn't get better. Now, is Carolina going to get better? I hope. For Bryce Young's sake, I would like to see them get better. I would like to see some progression.
Like I said, I'm like, talking to kid about Carolina, just seeing like, dang, they just.
And the sad part about it is, you want to know what the sad part is?
What?
Carolina, statistically, mathematically, they're supposed to be the number one pick in the draft this year. Do you know who has that number one pick?
Who?
Chicago.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Because guess what? Remember, Chicago had the number one pick.
They got back-to-back.
DJ Moore to Chicago, plus a future first round pick in this year's draft to get that to move up in the draft so they can pick up Bryce Young.
You know what?
Chicago not only controls the number one overall pick, but they control the number 4 pick in the first round as well.
Look, all I can say is this. When it comes to that, because the man hasn't made a decision yet, I'm going to go on a limb and say Marvin Harris is staying at Ohio State for 1 week. He's staying. I don't think he's leaving. Anybody that takes this long to think about it, I think he's going to be staying because he said, I want to do this.
Would you be surprised if he makes the decision to announce for the draft after they play their bowl game?
Possibly. I feel like if they win, I feel like how he speaks like a man that I want to beat these guys. I know we can beat them. I know I can win a Big Ten championship. I don't even think it's about the national championship no more. I was like,
he just wants to beat the team up north, and he wants to get a Big Ten title.
Yes, I think that's what it is. Like, everything else is cool. And people are like, why would he stay? I'm like, y'all acting like this kid is hurting for money. He comes from money. Look who his dad is.
One of the greatest wide receivers in the Colts history.
And like, he already get an NIL money. Like, it's not like he one of these kids from 2 years ago. Like, we just playing for the love of the game. We trying to get to the NFL. I ain't staying another year. I'm trying to get up out and get some money. You know what I'm saying? Them rookie contracts ain't all glorious or anything. But
heck yeah.
You're acting like he going into a $5.5 million contract. Nah, you ain't getting that kind of money going into your rookie year. You know what I'm saying? But still, I'm like, morally, it's like I know I can beat these guys. I know we better. And then going back to staying in Ohio State, and we're going to go back to the NFL.
Yeah.
Kyle McCord, he's going to Syracuse. And I said, I read, like, people like, he already made a decision before November. I'm like, look, if he already knew he was leaving, I feel like if he already had a notion, like, if he made, like, if Ryan did, like, you're not going to be the star. We just got you here. You just go out there and play. And you're not going to be the starter next year. I mean, like, I don't know, man. I feel like if you're not going to be the starter next year, like, you're not. I'm just the most qualified for the job right now. So, I'm going to play to get my stock. I got to win games. I got to get my draft stock up. I got to get my stock up. I got to win games. But looking at that, knowing what I know now, like, dog, I don't think your heart was even in any of these games.
Man, I mean, I wish the kid well. I really do. I hope he makes something out of, the situation over in Syracuse now. I mean, Dylan Gabriel, he went to Oregon. I hope I hope he makes something happen over there as well. Now it just leaves the question of like who's going to be leading the charge in Ohio State and who's going to be the next man up, and if they're going to have that dog in them when it comes time for the game up north.
Look here, I'm gonna say this and we're gonna get up out of here. Whoever they get, whether it's via portal or Devin Brown, Ryan Day.
Here's my question to you before you say that. If they happen to grab a quarterback out of the portal and Devin Brown is still there, do you expect to have another QB battle last all the way the way that it did, or do you expect it to be a quick decision?
It better be quick. I'm gonna say this: if we get a quarterback out the portal, I need Ryan Day to do like in them old interrogation movies where they in a dark room with the one light hanging over the ceiling, hanging down on there, like yo, with a TV on. You see that? That is not just a game. That is the game. We win those games. The last two guys, lost 3. We not losing 4. If we back at home this year, you really need to win this game, Playboy. Yeah, you really, a lot of Ohio State fans, that's why you need to get quarterbacks from Ohio. All that. I don't give a damn where you get it from. Win this game. Like I said, because when he threw that first interception, he threw the game. That was it. They never got the lead.
Right.
Never. So it's like, now if Kyle McCord goes to Syracuse and acts a fool, I'm like, bro, where was this at in Ohio? Like, where was this guy at? But if he goes to Syracuse and be what we thought he was, oh, you wouldn't have it. If Syracuse go 1-11 or whatever.
Speaking of, hold on. I'm curious to find out now. Let me see.
Wrap it up, man. We got to get out of here, man. We had an hour. We're not giving these people no long videos.
I just want to see something real quick. I just want to see what they schedule going to look like going forward next year. I just want to see real fast.
Why you do that? I'm just saying this now. Alabama about to stomp team up north. I'm just saying. And then Texas play the team up north next year. So I get double.
Boy, I know you. Hey, look. All I need is for the team up north to get stomped out by Texas. Yes, I said that. I know. Sue me.
Look.
I need them to stomp out the team up north. I need Bama to stomp out Washington so we can get that Alabama
team up north.
Huh?
Bama play team up north. They'll play Washington. Texas beat
Texas. Okay. You know what? I need Texas to beat Washington. I need Bama to stomp out the team up north. And I need that Texas-Alabama national championship game.
Look, that's what we need. But yeah, send us home, bro. Send us home.
Wow. It's been a while, but we back in effect. We talking our talk. And you know what? We having fun with it. I hope y'all enjoyed it. It's your boy, Westside Izzy P in the building. Mr. Peasy in the building. The homeboy, Mr. JunesEightyEIght. Oh, sidebar. You almost thought I forgot, but I didn't forget. But I'm going to tell you now. June88, Mr. That Way. Mr. That Way. Him right here. Talk to him nice. Yeah, him. I bet y'all didn't notice he got a brand new song out.
I do. Jones Part 2. Everybody
Jones Part 2. I'm telling you right now, it is one of my favorites. I've already talked to the man. We've spoken about it. It's one of my favorite songs. It's been on repeat this entire time. I suggest y'all go look for it. Journals Part 2, Apple Music, Spotify, wherever your music is streamed. Go ahead, check it out, cop it, play it up, get them streams up and all that fun stuff. You already know what it is, man. It's the show about nothing. Where we talk about a whole lot of nothing, but it always ends up into something.
Exactly. Like I always thank you for tuning in. And we are out of it. Tuesday, Merry Christmas, y'all. Christmas on a Monday. We may do something Tuesday. I don't know. Who knows?
Matter of fact, we'll do like this. Christmas time, we're going to be taking that time off, but we will be back the following week.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Yeah, we are out of here. Peace.